Quick question for you. How many books did you finish this year compared to how many are on your bookshelf? And in the next 10 years, if you kept up that same reading pace, how many total books would you finish? If you're like most people that I work with, you're not happy with that number. You see great books, you buy great books that you know will solve problems in your life or your business, but then those books end up collecting dust on your bookshelf. In this video, I'm going to show you my clients who are now reading a book a week at 2 to 3 times their past reading speed without losing comprehension. If that sounds like something you want, go ahead and watch this video to the end, then scroll down, click that button to book your speed and memory audit. First, I want you to see this is in the theory. Liam, a founder, went from 248 to 552 words per minute and finished 12 books in 12 weeks while managing his business and traveling the world. Isabella, a design founder, went from 333 to 689 words per minute and read 6 books in 6 weeks. Isabella went on to say that reading was the only thing that she changed in her routine, and that is the catalyst that helped her land larger clients and think bigger. Eric, a sales director, went from 365 to 778 words per minute and read 6 books in 6 weeks. And Calvin and Dima, both people with an English as a second language and both engineers, ended up more than doubling their reading speed and reading books that helped them balance out their skills as an engineer, learning sales and marketing and being able to close their own deals. But before learning what I'm going to show you in this video, they were all barely reading, forgetting what they read, and thought they had no time to read. So how do we fix the broken reading system that is in your mind? We keep it stupid simple with the 3 T's: test, train, track. Test. On day 1, we measure reading speed and comprehension to spot your bottlenecks: vocabulary, focus, motivation, regression. So growth is measured, not a feeling. Train. You get 6-minute daily drills to increase your reading speed, memory, and focus. This is how people like Tony Robbins read 700 books in 7 years, or billionaires like Bill Gates read a book a week. We make you an efficient reader with a tiny, consistent input. Track. Every week, we meet live. Your new test scores on your reading speed will be measured on a private leaderboard so you can see your speed go up as your comprehension holds. And that's the backbone behind every result I just showed you. Many of my clients thought this wasn't possible. Liam said, "I'm too busy." Then he doubled his reading speed and read 12 books in 12 weeks while traveling the world and managing his business. Kelvin said, "English is my second language." He ended up more than doubling his reading speed and read 70 books in 1 year on his own after the program. Fernando said, "I'm just a slow reader." And him being a serial entrepreneur with ADHD still managed to double his reading speed, boost his comprehension, and now does not feel behind on information. Deanna's biggest concern was, "I don't want to read fast just to forget it all. I already forget what I read." And after reading 6 books in 6 weeks while running her design firm and managing and prepping for a wedding, she realized she could retain way more of the information and actually recall it verbally at any time. Now let's go deeper on Josh. Josh runs an 8-figure painting company. For years, Josh was audiobook dependent and never touched books. It'd been years, decades since he'd finished an actual book front to cover. When we first met, Josh told me, "If I just read 1 book this year, David, it's a win." And we put him through the process. His baseline, 197 words per minute. Week 6, over 400 words per minute, 6 books finished with better memory and comprehension than ever. And over the next 2.5 years, he ended up reading 78 books. So I really wanted to know the actual impact of all that reading and what actually changed in his business. And here's what he texted me. Employee turnover down. Communication is better. More diversified strategies. Improved marketing. Stronger positioning. And yes, revenue up about 20% and profit up nearly 4x over that period. Obviously, reading wasn't the only cause. He and the team did all the work, but reading was the catalyst for the systems and the decisions they were making. That's the level of ROI we are aiming at. You see, my clients and I have tried speed reading courses in the past, but failed because they were generalized, pre-recorded, not business related, no accountability, and they weren't science-backed. So I decided to create the 6-week Reading Accelerator to ensure you hit your reading goals in a way that actually improves your life and your business. Here's what you get: a personalized bottleneck analysis. We start with a one-on-one call trying to figure out what are your main bottlenecks: motivation, reading speed, vocabulary, focus, or something else. 42-day reading plan. You get a printed workbook shipped to you with custom exercises that are science-backed and will map out exactly what books fit for you for your current situation. Live coaching and tracking. You get 8 different weekly calls that are a group where you get to train the exercises live with everybody. You get Q&A opportunities all the time and the ability to network with other high-level entrepreneurs that want to become the best reader ever. 2 hours of one-on-one coaching. So you'll get 2 private sessions with me, one before the program starts to dial you in, get you set up, figure out your blockers, figure out your custom reading plan, and one session after the program so you become a lifelong reader, so we set you up for success for the rest of your life. Plus you get 24/7 text and call support throughout the program so you don't get stuck. And lastly, ongoing support. Once you finish the program, you get 1 free month to the Entrepreneur Book Club so you keep the habit and stay sharp after the sprint. And it's all backed by a simple guarantee. Finish 6 books in 6 weeks, or you pay $0 and I keep coaching you until you do. Plus, you're covered by a 7-day, no questions asked, refund at the start. So if you prefer audiobooks, so did Chrissy. And after reading 12 physical books in 6 weeks, Chrissy noticed that that was the only thing she changed, yet now she actually had the ability to recall what she read anytime, 24/7. So she would just be in conversation and be able to pull the information on the spot. And if you're worried about motivation, Allie, a PhD founder with an amazing business called AIM Colors with a lot of hardware and software, she hated reading for years because with her doctorate, she read so much. But after joining the program, reading became light, easy, and fun. So if you're tired of buying books and never finishing them or forgetting what you read, you're not a bad reader. You just need a proven system that has worked for people like you. Scroll down, go ahead and check my calendar and book your free speed and memory audit for a time that works for you. On that 20-minute Zoom, we will get your current baseline reading speed, clarify your goals for the next 6 weeks, and we'll see if this program is an actual fit for your schedule and your business. If it is a fit, we'll enroll you in the next cohort and lock in your week 0 kickoff. Fully covered by the finish 6 books in 6 weeks, or you pay 0 guarantee. And we keep these groups small so I can protect that guarantee. Just like how most of these programs go, we have limited seats and enrollment will not be open forever. So if you want to turn your stack of unread books into an actual competitive edge, not just nice decoration, and have a system that turns strategy books into actual implemented results, and yes, more profit, better decisions, scroll down, book your audit, and we'll see if we could build your 42-day plan together. Over those next 6 weeks, you'll be reading and thinking at a level that actually matches the business you're trying to build. That's what reaching your potential looks like here.